Hello guys, Mark McBride here, and today we are playing some Mordekaiser in the mid lane. As you can see, we're up against a Rise, and we're ready 1-1-0. I forgot to start the recording again. Common trait of mine lately. But anyway, so moving on, we just picked up an assist, and that takes our team to 4-2. Good thing about Mord is that compared to Rise, we've got similar ranges, but my shield will eat a couple of his spells at least, and I'll end up miles ahead, as he does end up being very squishy from the get-go. So what you'd want to do in a similar kind of matchup is just bully him, stop him from farming, and as Mord is such a strong pusher, I'm just wiping the waves, pushing him right up to tower, putting him in a position where he's really going to struggle to farm and get strong. And Rise with no kills and no farm is somewhat useless, as I find he needs to get fed to get ahead. I'll just ping that he's running up towards them. I think Blitz is trolling, can't actually tell yet, but he picked Blitz with exhaust, claimed to be going support, and then at the very last second he switched to teleport and is now top. So we got Jinx, solo bot, Gangplank, Blitz top, although Blitz is playing sometimes and sometimes he's not, and Rek'Sai jungle, but we're just gonna push on anyway. In terms of building Mord, for me personally, I like a good mix of flat AP and cooldown reduction, as you do turn your damage dealt into a shield, which so of course you'll increase your damage output and survivability at the same time. And so as you can see, because your spells do cost health, I went for the Hextech Revolver to begin with, and I've gone for the Fiendish Codex for a bit of cooldown reduction. And then next up I will probably go into I'm just gonna wait for them to push up and then kill this Heimer. Oh wow. Never mind. But we'll just use the ghost to help us clear this wave. Right, so I'm just gonna run away here, as I'm not gonna want to fight these two. Thankfully Trin didn't spin over that wall, otherwise I might have been in trouble. Anyway, so in terms of skill order, I tend to go E, W, Q, and then I leave Q at one point, and I just max E and W alongside each other. I find that this is the way I like to play Mord. I'm sure there are other people who build him completely differently, but this is the way that works for me. Another good thing to note is obviously putting your shield on yourself will increase your magic resist and armor, as well as has a sort of sunfire cape effect where you deal damage around you. So I'm going to want to run here without my ult. I'm somewhat vulnerable to someone like Trin, but we've got plenty of gold, so we can head back now, spend some of that. So we'll be able to get the first two portions of our Zhonya's. And essentially what you're going to want to do in team fights, it's pretty simple. You're going to want to go in, W whoever needs it, as regardless of if you cast it on a teammate, you get it on yourself, and you then move faster towards that ally and then towards you. If you cast it on yourself, it will just auto cast onto the nearest allied champion. And so what you're going to want to do is E, get your W on someone. Q deals more damage if it's on a single target, because it doesn't split off and shatter just like that. And you're also going to want to ult their strongest hero, which will probably be Trin in this match. So ult Trin, kill Trin, you gain his ghost, you gain stats from the ghost, and the ghost will then fight for you, which is awesome. I remember being on the wrong side of that ghost once, where we got our ADC fed, and then the enemy Mord wiped our ADC, and it turned around and pentakilled us. It was hilarious, but it wasn't good. So I could be in trouble here. No, I'm gonna get away, no problem. Right, this doesn't seem like a great idea. So as you can see, just throwing my W onto him. So when he did decide to leave, he was faster, retreating towards me. And there we go. So there we go, there's Fizz. Ooh, that was close. So I'm going to head on over here, see if their blue's up. If it is, I will take it. So I can see Rise here. I am somewhat low. See Blitz is here. Nice grab. Hopefully Blitz can distract Trin, and then if I can get close enough I can just shield him and give him some... Oh, well, should have kept running really. But tried to save him. It cost me, but it's no big deal. That was a nice juke from Baguette there. So anyway, we've got enough now to finish our Zhonya's and get another needlessly large rod. We're not going to finish our Will of the Ancients just yet. Then again, as I've got the spare dosh, might as well get boots. As Mord is pretty immobile at the best of times. I am looking forward to his rework though. Don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's a Juggernaut patch coming up where they're adding in a few new items. I can only think of a couple. There might be more, you guys have to tell me in the comments. But there's a Hydra that instead of granting lifesteal gives you extra health, and it also charges, I believe, and it deals damage based on your max health in a cone away from you. It doesn't quite encircle the target like the Ravenous Hydra does, but yeah, you can have that doing serious damage. You can take out like entire creep waves. That's pretty cool. And there's also another item where after taking, I believe it's 600 to 1,000 damage, I think it scales, you end up growing in size, dealing extra damage, and gaining health, I believe. So they'll probably be very interesting. But as it stands, the can't remember what it's actually called, but the Hydra is definitely going to be nerfed, as I've seen people having like close to 100 extra damage building Pure Tank. And yeah, that's probably not going to stand, considering how they nerfed Atmas for being too strong for exactly the same reason. Not that that even exists in the game anymore, but once upon a time, for those of you who are newer to the game than I am, there was an item called Atmas Impaler, and the way that worked was you gained... Oh, that was a shame. Wouldn't have killed him anyway, but yeah, you gained 2% of your max health as attack damage. So it was particularly strong on quite a lot of people, and there used to be a combo called Atmogs, which was Atmas Impaler and Warmogs, and yeah, it was pretty strong. Atmas also gave you armor and crit damage randomly, which is a really bizarre combination of things if you think about it. But in the end, they nerfed it to 1.5, I believe, and then they maybe nerfed it one more time, and then in the end, they got rid, along with a fair few items actually. So hopefully we can pick this up. I am pretty low, so I want to take it easy. Oh, Jinx and... oh dear. That wasn't great from that Jinx, but her Ghost will help us out now. And there we go. So I'm just going to control the Ghost from afar. Pick up a kill. So yeah, happy days. Could be in trouble here though, because they all disappeared. Hopefully Jinx can get them in time. Ah, that's a shame. Never mind. So by the time we're back up, we will have enough for Rabadon's death cap. And there we go. So we're up to 497 AP. So we are a little bit behind. Their Trin is 6-0, which is pretty scary. I don't know, Trin's always someone you need to watch out for, as he'll just either split push all day, which he hasn't been doing, or he'll just get in amongst it and cause you all kinds of troubles. Right, and I'm not entirely sure what I was thinking flashing that wall. That was a huge mistake on my part, especially considering I got exhausted, couldn't put any damage out. So yeah, that wasn't particularly clever, but thought it would be funny. Wasn't necessarily expecting that many of them, but what are you going to do? Got an assist out of it, totally worth. So GP's in all kinds of trouble too. Oh, maybe not. This blitz is a weird one, but ooh, nice grab from Blitz. Very nice indeed. Also going to get Drake out of it as well. So even though they are quite ahead in kills, we're miles ahead in terms of objectives. So realistically, we'd want to keep the pressure on, as mid and bot are going to push, so if we're thinking about it, we'd probably be pushing top right now. But I think this one's just kind of descended into just wandering around, seeing what we can do, having a laugh. Hopefully it doesn't cost us the match, but you never know how things are going to go. Hopefully at some point, maybe we'll just keep feeding Tryndamere, and then we'll get his ghost and end the game. Maybe seems like a great idea, don't you think? Oh. Thankfully they didn't follow up massively there. Oh dear. That trend is pretty scary at this point. Need to watch out for those Heimer turrets, they just eat straight through my shield.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
So yeah, I'm gonna upgrade my boots and my Will of the Ancients, so I've got enough for both. GP is in all kinds of trouble right now. But top's pushing. One of our main problems is we don't have any like reliable hard CC to lock down Trin. And even though Blitz is trying now, he does seem to be struggling at times. Not going to flash over the wall this time. And the blues resetting, but they don't appear to be coming to contest it, so we'll get that. No problem. I'm a little bit worried they're gonna take Baron,
An enemy has been slain.
as Trin probably can with a little bit of help. No, they haven't, so yeah, we can just go ahead and take this now. As you can see. There we go, there's the shutdown. And there we go. So we didn't get Baron, but we did get a couple of kills. There we go. So I'd imagine between the two of us, having those shields between Fizz probably did a fair amount of damage. And we got a free red. And Drake, by the looks of things. Oh, just head over here. Give him my shield and then I'll loop around behind. There we got a flash. That's all good, we can just keep this pushing along.
The enemy's inhibitor has respawned.
Nice grab from Blitz, fair play to him. There we go.
Ally has been slain.
And I'm just going to use his ghost to get this inhib essentially. Oh wow, massive crit there. But we got the inhib, but Heimerdinger's upgraded turret absolutely smashed me. Ate right through what was left of my shield.
Dazed.
But I'd say that turret is any melee character's biggest nightmare. If you're getting hit by it and you can't get away, it's just gonna cut you straight down. Now we're gonna start building towards some penetration as my damage is falling off somewhat. Just ping Baron.
Ally has been slain.
Well then, they haven't gone for it, so that's pretty good for us. Gangplank can stop the push bot.
Enemy killing spree.
I spotted him, so I let her know, but maybe not quite with enough time for her to get out. Ooh. Decent ult from there, Jinx. And a good stun from theirs.
Misery loves company.
Just gonna wander over here. Drop a ward down.
If I must. We shall see.
It's getting pretty boring now, all this faffing around, but they are actually stronger than us in team fights. So yeah, it's a little bit scary, especially at this point in the game. If they ace us, they will just push and win. So we do need to be careful. But this fifth dragon will help.
For great torment.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
So there's the dragon for us. Let's see what we can do here. So there we go, I'll be able to pick him up. Pop my Zonias just to make sure I don't get murdered. And there we go. So we'll be able to get both these inhibs. And just finish, hopefully. And there we go, so that's games. I've been Mark McBride. Hopefully you found this entertaining, maybe somewhat informative. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.